What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Telly, watching Television 87. So I was kind of hesitant about doing this story because it's like gonna sound so ridiculous. So yesterday I got locked out of the house. Not only did I get locked out of the house, child, my mom got locked out of the house. So both me and my mom, we accidentally get locked out of the house, right? And it just all happened so fast. Like in less than 10 minutes, our whole world just went upside down, okay? So this was yesterday afternoon. We were, just chilling at the crib, watching old episodes of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, child. My mom had the day off from work yesterday. And I don't normally go Uber till late in the afternoon. So we was just chilling, right? So I get up, I go take my my plate in the kitchen or whatever, and then I get a package from Costco. So this is what started the whole thing. I was waiting for packages from Costco, right? So apparently the package was on the front porch, and they just dropped it off. Nobody rang the doorbell. They didn't send an email saying, oh, your package has been delivered. Like none of that, right? So we get the package. I open it up. I had ordered, the paper plates in bulk, but they sent the paper plates in bulk in this big ass box. So I'm like, okay, I'm thinking everything's gonna come at once. It comes in like separate, shipments, and I'm still waiting for my paper towels and my toilet paper. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I open the box, get the paper plates out. So my mom is laying down, chilling. I'm like, Mom, come look at this big old box, they got for the paper plate. So she gets up out the bed. She's like, what? Man, that's crazy. So I take the box. I put the paper plates in the kitchen. I take the box in the backyard because, you got to put it in the recycling trash can. Now, here in Miami, we got a green can and a blue can. The green can is for the regular garbage, and you got the blue can that's for your recyclable, items or whatnot. So I have the box in my hand. The door is like wide open. Okay, the door is wide open. I'm gonna just run out, throw it in the garbage can. I do that, no problem. But then I noticed like we had some towels outside drying, like on our hedges in the backyard, because earlier in that morning, my mom had, washed her car. And, we have those towels, you wipe everything down. So we just had them outside to dry. So, sometimes you just throw stuff out there. So we had some towels just across the hedges to dry. But it happened to be like, a little windy at that time. So I look back and I'm like, oh, because like my mom is still kind of, she's up at this point. She ain't laying down no more. So she's like in the kitchen. So I just yelled through the door. I'm like, oh, your towels, fell to the ground. Fell onto the ground. So I was like on my way to, go pick them up off the ground and bring them in the house because they were dry. So next thing I know, like, I don't remember why I stopped. I paused, but next thing you know, I turn around and my mom is outside of the house. So we're both outside in the backyard at this point. And I'm telling her, I was like, I said I was going to get them, don't worry about it. But she was like, no, that's all right. I'm right here. I'll just pick them up. Baby, a gust of wind comes and boom, that door slammed shut. And I'm like, okay, no big thing, whatever. We'll just go. But then I went, baby, that door was not opening. So I don't know, except like the force from that wind hit that door. It slammed so hard, it locked it. It locked that door. So we were, and like, honestly, I don't know if it was like by reflex or something when I opened it from the inside initially, if I locked the bottom or if my mom did it by accident. I have no idea. Or if like I said, the force of the wind in that door slamming like locked it. That's very possible. But either way, baby, we was stuck outside. We was locked out. So before we even try to get to figuring out how the heck we gonna get back in the house, we had, you know, the towels in our hands, right? The towels from when we was washing the car earlier. I was like, okay, Ma, just, you know, let's give it all our might. Let's just, you know, try to push down on that handle and see if we could, you know, undo it or whatever. It didn't work. It did not work. So, and it's crazy because it's the middle of the day, you know, you home, like you comfortable, and next thing you know, we locked outside. So I'm decently dressed. Like I have on a, you know, a t-shirt, whatever, some shorts. I had, you know, slippers on, socks. So like I was okay. However, my mom, let's just say she was real comfortable. You know, it was her day off, child. She had, you know, big shirt on, you know, some oversized baggy pants. You know, you just walk around the house in. Now, when she stepped out of the house, it was maybe 5 steps to go get the towels, you know, from the door. So she didn't have any, she didn't have on any socks or anything. So she just went out barefoot really quick. So she's out there. She ain't got no shoes on. She got on some baggy pajamas, and child, Lord have mercy, she had a bandana on. You know what I'm saying? That covered her hair and everything. You know, you chilling. So you know, it was just a mess. Like, I wish we had security cameras so I could put the video so y'all could see how ridiculous we look. Had to be the craziest 45 minutes ever, y'all. So we're like, okay. So now the thing is, we have bars on our windows, okay? And we have bars on like all the windows in the house except for the front windows. Because, you know, in case it's a fire or something, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. In case it's a fire or something and you got to get out, they don't allow you to put bars on the front windows. So, it was like, oh, shoot, dang, we got to go around to the front. So, we're like, okay, so before we even get to the windows in the front, you know, we had a cars here or whatever. So, it's like, okay, well, maybe we could just sit in the car and wait, because my aunt was going to be home from work in like, I don't know, within the next hour or so. She was going to be coming home. So we were just going to try to wait it out. So my mom was like, oh, you know, is the car open? We could just sit in the car and chill. Baby, the cars was locked. They was locked. So, like, there's no reason to have the car unlocked. So her car was locked. Mine was locked. So it's 2 cars here. It can't sit in either of them. So she's like, you know what? I'm going to just stay here in the backyard, because she did not want to come. She did not want to come out to the front yard. Baby, not how she was, because she has this thing where, like, she does not like people to see her looking any old kind of way. And let's just say yesterday she was, you know, she was looking any old kind of way. I mean, I've seen, you know, you just, when you want people, your neighbors to see you, you want, you know, you don't want to be looking like, well, damn. So she was like, you know what, I'm going to just sit in the backyard. I'm going to just sit back here, you know, and you go around to the front and you get through the window. So I'm like, all right, go around to the front window, and there's a neighbor across the street. Like, they're always kind of like outside on their porch, but it was one guy, so he be out there like smoking weed or whatever in his phone. He don't really be, like, I think he saw me out there, but he really couldn't tell what the heck I was doing. And then, like, he had a friend come to the house, so he was talking, you know, to them. like through, you know, at their car or whatever. So he really wasn't paying me no mind, thank God. They were the only ones outside, because usually our block, you know, it could get a little busy, and school was about to be out too. So it's about to be kids and school buses and people like, oh my God, it was just about to be a lot going on. So I'll walk around to the front, right? The window, you know, we got them old school windows, not the window where you unlock and push up like this. We got a window where you got to do like this. So I'm out there, and thank God the windows, you know, was cracked enough. I had to put my hand in there, you know, and like I'm outside, so now I'm turning the opposite way trying to get the window wide open. So I get the window, it's open, as wide open as I can. You know, it's the screen in the front, right? So I had to push that screen in. You know, our windows, like I said, they old school. We got them old windows, but thank God for them old windows yesterday, because baby, that's how we got through. Well, that's how I got through, but we gonna get to that in a second. So I gets the window open. I try, you know, when you have those windows like that, it's like the top, the middle, and the bottom is open where you can, you know, where air can come through or whatever. So initially, because I'm out there by myself, my mom's still in the back, I try to go through like the bottom, right? So let's just say it's like this. I'm all like this trying to get through the window. So initially I try to put my feet through first, like my leg. And then I was like, okay, maybe I can just slither through and come on. That didn't work, because we had a couch right by the window. So the couch is like blocking, you know, kind of that space you need to get through. So I tried to put my leg first. That didn't work. And I said, okay, well, maybe I can just go ahead first and kind of, you know, lift myself up and over. Baby, that didn't work either. And I said, okay, well, while I'm here, you know, I could try to push the couch forward some. I was pushing that couch, baby. It wasn't going nowhere. It wasn't going nowhere. That couch is heavy. You got to have two people to move it. So I'm like, damn. Window wide open. Can't get through. I have to walk around back to the backyard. My mom is sitting there like on the step. You know, because when we have the back door, it's like you have to step down and then you can walk out. So she's sitting on the step by the back door like this, looking like, you know, that meme is Silly from The Color Purple, where she's sitting in the chair and she looking like this. That's how my mom was looking. And she was like, dang, I thought you could get through. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Mom. Like, I cannot get through. I need you to help me. And she was like, oh, Lord, because she didn't want to come to the front, but she had to. She had to. So we walked back to the front, right? So I'm like, okay, we got the window open. Why? I just need you to like lift me up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put my head, you know, through there first. And I just need you to, you know, lift my legs or lift my feet. And then we just going to slide me in. So we tried that the first time. However, it didn't quite work out, and my legs, like my knees and my thighs, was on, you know, the glass, because our windows, like they're glass. So I kind of was like laying on it, and then I heard, and I was like, oh shoot, we about to break the window, like we can't do this. So I get back down. And I remembered, I was like, okay, I just need like a little bit of elevation, like a head start. So I remember we have cinder blocks in our backyard, you know, that we was doing a project or something in the back at one time. So we had cinder blocks. So I had to go in the backyard, carry a concrete cinder block all the way to the front. Now, you know, those things are heavy. So I'm walking like I'm struggling with the thing. You know, but I get it to the front porch, and I stand on top of it. So I'm like, okay, we getting somewhere. So I go back through, and then my mom, you know, she lifts my legs up again, and then she pushes me through the window. And then I basically have to, like, you know, crawl down and roll over on the couch and then just let her through the front. So, oh my God, like, that was the craziest thing. That was the craziest thing. And like I said, all this happened within about like a 45-minute time span. And luckily nobody else came outside. We was just outside like by ourselves, because if that block was hot like it normally be, we would have been out there looking crazy. Okay, now we was looking crazy, just nobody saw it. Nobody saw it. So then after that, it was operation, you know, fix the window. So we had to push the screen back to normal. And then like me trying to push it in initially to even get through, I kind of like bent it a little bit. So we had to, you know, kind of like push it back to normal. Child, the curtains was a mess. We had to fix the curtains, push the couch back to where, you know, to where it's kind of supposed to be. But that was wild. That was wild. And like, I don't know if you guys have ever been locked out of your house, but that was something. Like I said, I was debating even if I was going to tell this story or not, because it sounds so crazy. But we've been laughing at that shit since yesterday. Like, we'll just have a random moment and just like bust out laughing. Like, I cannot believe that happened. So let me know, has that ever happened to you guys? Have you ever been locked out of your house by accident? You ever been, you know, accidentally locked out your car, locked out of anywhere? Let me know what happened. What did you guys do? But yeah, thank y'all for sharing, for listening to me share this story. Yeah, I don't know if you guys even think it's that funny, but I think it's damn hilarious. So if you have enjoyed this story time, hit your girl with a thumbs up, and I will be back with another video for y'all soon. All right, talk to y'all soon. Peace.